Willie D Live.
What's up, family? In his latest slur of prominent people of color, Donald Trump, your president, called Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson low IQ. Yeah, the woman who finished law school and worked her way all the way up to the Supreme Court. He called her low IQ. You know that when it comes to Trump, every accusation is a confession. Every single one of them. If you listen to him talk, he's often, when he's being critical of others, he's talking about himself. Yeah. Let's get into this article right quick. President Donald Trump on Wednesday hit out at the Supreme Court and signaled out the only Black female member of the 9-justice panel in a social media screed ahead of the court's widely anticipated ruling on whether he can unilaterally deny citizenship to children born to parents without legal immigration status. In a post on his failed Truth Social network, Donald Trump signaled out Ketanji out of all of the 3 female justices in the high court. She was the only Black. The blacks. She was the only Black person, the only Black female justice. And he signaled her out, called her low IQ. He didn't go after the other women, just her, just the Black one. He said that they stick together. He accused them of voting and sticking together to ride for each other rather than riding for the truth in the American people. By contrast, he accused the justices that he appointed and of not sticking together. He accused, well, not just the justices he appointed, but he accused the Republican justices of not sticking together. And that is because Trump wants the justices to ride with him no matter what. Whether he's right or wrong, he wants them to vote in his favor. And I hate to use the phrase "to their credit," but to their credit card, when he gets too radical, because he can get radical and they'll still ride with him. But when he gets too radical, sometimes they will not give him what he wants, and he pitches a fit. He loses his mind when he can't get what he wants because he don't understand. Wait a minute, I put you in pocket so that you could vote with me, man, ride with me. And you're not doing that. You're ungrateful. You're unqualified. You got a low IQ. That's the way he looks at it. Donald Trump is going to be the demise of the United States of America. In fact, let me back up. The United States demise has been in play for a long time. Donald Trump is just rushing things. This guy called the only Black female on the Supreme Court low IQ. This is coming from a guy who looked at a solar eclipse twice with the eclipse glasses in his hand. Go figure, fam. Go figure. Trump is very, very low IQ. Nothing this dude says can be taken seriously. Most of what it comes out of his mouth are lies. And here's the deal, fam. How old are those same old insults? He argues like a 5-year-old, and he uses the same words over and over and over again. He has the same opinions over and over and over again. And His bigotry cannot be ignored. His hatred towards black people and womanhood, period, cannot be ignored. Makes me wonder, what kind of relationship do he really have with his mother? You know, he never talks about his mother. I only heard him talk about his mother one time, and that's when he lied and said he could have been a baseball player, a professional baseball player. He said his mama tried to encourage him to become a professional baseball player, and he ain't got no records whatsoever of himself playing baseball. Now, this is a rich guy, right? Now, you know, rich people film all of the good stuff. They film their highlights. Rich people, especially the kind of money that the type of richness his family had, you know, they was filming everything. And you mean to tell me your mama, your daddy ain't got no pictures, no video of you swinging at a ball? I was born that night, but not last night, man. I don't believe you. I absolutely, in fact, you know, maybe it's just me. Fam, let's take a quick poll. Give me a thumbs up if you believe that Donald Trump played baseball as a kid and he was so good that he could have made it to the pros. Give me a thumbs up if you believe that. Thumbs down if you say, hell no, that dude, he just lying again. He just keep lying. Damn, every time he moves his lips, he's lying. Thumbs down if you think he lying. I'll give you a few moments to think about it. Okay, time's up. Yeah, he lying, man. Ain't no way he was good enough to make it to the pros. That's why he stuck to the family business. And if his daddy wouldn't have gave him that model, he'd probably be somewhere in the gutter or in jail. I guess jail is the gutter. But in any event, yeah, he wasn't good enough to make it to the pros. Trump loves to talk about other people's IQ. Anytime you have a person who constantly puts down other people's intelligence, that is a person who is not as smart as he wants to believe he is. He's not that smart. That is a person who is trying to convince other people that he's smart. See, here's the thing about being smart or being brilliant, as he said. Now, I've never heard anybody call Donald Trump brilliant. Some people may have said he was smart because he got money. Because everybody that got money is smart. Y'all know that, right? Just because you got money don't mean you're smart. That's people who win money. People that find money. People that get inherited money. So having a bunch of money does not mean that you are smart. But this dude, he constantly drags people and talks about how a person is not smart, how unintelligent someone is. When you're brilliant, you don't have to say you're brilliant. Other people will recognize your brilliance and they will say you're brilliant. Just like if you was a good rapper, a singer, if you were good with your hands, fixing cars, if you were a good cook, you don't have to say I'm a good cook. The food gonna talk for you. People used to walk up to me and try to rap with me. They're trying to, young rappers, aspiring rappers would try to get on, and they invariably tell me how great they are as a rapper. I'm good, man. I got this song, man. Man, I'm telling you, when you hear this, man, you're gonna go crazy. Yeah, not so fast. The music speaks for itself. Just play the music. Let me see. Just play the music. You got no music? Okay. Let me hear the rap. Let me hear it. You don't need to build it up. Just let me hear it. And then I'll let you know what I think. It's the same way with, I don't know if you're clothing design, if you good styling, you ain't got to say, look at me, man, look how clean I am. People will walk up to you and tell you, boy, you sharp as a tack. Damn, they're going to recognize it. If you're a great dancer, you ain't got to say I'm a great dancer. You dance, people going to say, man, that boy can dance. That girl can dance. You ain't got to brag on it. When people brag on it, that means that they're really not that good. and they're trying to pull the wool over people's heads. They're trying to make people think that they are good. They're trying to make people think they're brilliant. But nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody, with at least one brain cell thinks that Donald Trump is intelligent. I mean, not one. And brilliant? Man, you know how good you got to be brilliant? That ain't him. And that ain't never gonna be him. Boy, a pair of lips to say anything. No more talk.